Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to the sim. Today we are back in Microsoft Flight Simulator, flying the Fenix A320, newly updated. The update came out yesterday at the time of recording. We're going to be doing some retro flying today in the Thomas Cook British old livery before they went bust on one of their old summer flights from here in Leeds. As you can hear, it's not the nicest day, it's very windy, to Girona, Barcelona, northern Spain. Flight time today is, let me just get my sim brief, so it's an hour and 50 minutes, cruising at 350, 8 tonnes of fuel, 167 passengers, taking off here at Leeds at 32, arriving on 01. Routing today takes us directly south out of Leeds, straight over Birmingham, Oxford, down past London, exiting the UK over between Portsmouth and Brighton, through France, and then as we just east of Andorra, down the coast of Spain, and then descending into Girona, Spain. Hour and 50-minute flight time today, so let's get this set up. So jump on the flight deck, and what we'll do straight away is we'll get the IRSs to nav. We'll also start the APU because it's a bit chilly, so we get some nice air-conditioned air on for passengers. Right, we'll start the APU and get the bleed on straight away. Pop into the FMC, we'll go init reference, so we are at Echo Golf November Mike, and we are going to Lima Echo Golf Echo. And our alternate today is Ibiza. We are Thomas Cook, haven't written this in a while, TCX, they have been, it's been 5 years now since they've been gone. What a shame. And we are 28 November. Cost index today is 5. Doing up straight to 350. We will pop over into the EFB. We will. So this is how much I'm actually going to take. 8. We'll go to the nearest 1,000. Right, we'll apply and load aircraft, so we'll do it in a fast time, and we should be beginning our loading, so check. So APU bleed is on company message, refueling, and we are refueling indeed. Just align these, and let's jump into the flight plan. So we'll go flight plan here at Echo Golf November Mike, departing 32 on the, it says we have no SID, so we'll go no SID, and then we'll go direct to Manchester, the VOR, so MCT, so I'm assuming it's just be that one there, Manchester VOR, so just after departure we'll fly towards the Manchester VOR, and probably just after thrust reduction we'll turn, you'll probably get vectors in real life. From here we're going to go to Listo, and then we're jumping on the Papa 18, and the Papa 18 is going to take us to Staffa. From Staffa, the Lima 8 to Hon. Up in November 859. These are all very, very common airways in the summer, going towards sort of the Spanish Balearic Islands or eastern Spain, especially when you fly from the UK, you get put on these. So, and then we're going to put on to Suphill. And now that the season's starting, there's a lot more aircraft flying towards that part of the world now. As the weather picks up, and a lot of holiday makers like to make their way there. Just had Easter weekend in the UK and it was quite busy for flying. Balan. And that is, which Balan is that? 47 that'll be. Ballon, Evpoc. From Evpoc, we are going to go to the Golf Alpha India VOR, which will be that one there, to the Papa Golf VOR, and then we're going to jump on the Airway A27. From the Alpha 27 we're going to go Canning, and from Canning this is when we start our arrival, so it is what would it be? It would be the ILS Zulu 19 on the Canning to Foxtrot. Any wires, and we are going to have a look. Oh no, not the PDF. Just have a quick look at what the chart is saying for our, I think it's Banal, if I'm not mistaken. And it's playing up again. It's the only problem with SimBrief, I've got it on my iPad and it keeps crashing when I try and mess with the flight plans and stuff, when I try and go onto the PDFs. So I'll just look. I'm assuming it's Banal. Because I think that takes us towards the coast, because it's quite mountainous, so it keeps you quite high and then you descend quite quickly. So yeah, Canith, and then on the chart it is saying Banal, yes. We just have to keep an eye on the speed, because here it does, it keeps you quite high and you'll have to descend because you're quite close to the mountains. It's a bit like if anyone's ever been to Milan or Verona, you kept quite high as you leave the Alps, and you have to descend quite quickly, so we'll just watch that. So let's go to flight plan. So start off at Leeds, pop the constraint on, so it's already got us an arc going. I don't see why not we don't follow that, so we'll just follow that out to the Manchester VOR Listo, down, and then the arrival, Canning 15. See, it's got the constraints there. I want to be slightly lower than that. As we go to Banal, it will say 4,500, slightly lower than that, and then down into the runway we go. Right, so that is all in there correct. I'm happy with that. Let's have a look at the weather here in Leeds. Let's go my flight. Typical day in Leeds. Dreadful, to best put it. So it's 1016. 1016. Right, we'll go 6,000 to start with. The cabin, sorry, not the cabin crew. The passengers can be seated now. Turn down my flight director there because it's a bit too bright. And should be loaded shortly. Get off ground power now. Fuel pumps can come on. Make sure the parking brake is set, which it is. We will arm the speed brake. Over here as well, what I'll do is we'll go ATSU, out menu, received messages, and we'll wait for the other load sheet. So that's our initial load sheet, and then we have to wait for our actual load sheet from dispatch, which will come shortly, which will give us our actual pre-departure figures that we'll have to pop into our takeoff perf page. So the weather outside, typical Leeds day, grey and windy. I don't think Leeds ever sees sun. So we'll pop into the we've done everything, we just need to wait for the boarding to be complete and us to be loaded up, and then we can finish the rest of the computer management system, finish all the performance units and stuff. So I'm assuming we're going to have to take a different flap setting today because it's Leeds and we've got a very short runway, and I'm sure it'll be toga, even though we aren't that heavy because we're only going to Girona, but there you go. Get predictive wind shear on as well now, and IRSs have aligned. So we'll have to backtrack as well to 3-2, and boarding has been complete, so we dismiss that. We'll send to MCDU, which has been successful. Then what we'll do is we will double check that in the computer, so we go init reference, go across to our performance page, and it's given us 61.6, 32.2, block of 8 fuel, that is all correct. And then we'll go to performance and we'll have a look on here. So we want optimal force toga, we'll see what it says. Packs, we'll go off, sync the load sheet. It's saying no, well, it might rain a bit later, but I'll put dry for the time being. 1016 wind, we'll calculate 1/down 0.4, send that to the MCDU. No flex, 56 is our flex time today, sorry, so no toga, accelerated 2170, 146, 146, 134, clean at 224, and we'll go full length. So let's all make sure that's in, and I'm happy that that's all in. What we can do now is that is our pre-flight complete. So we get ground services, disconnect the GPU, disconnect the chocks. We'll get our pushback pre-planned. And we'll push back and we'll go here. About there, that'll do. And I'll request pushback. Get the beacon light on now. Turn the dome light off. And we'll just confirm that load sheet there and go flight plan on there. So, I don't think there is a tug here, but I think it will push back anyway, as we are ready to do so. So what I'll do is we'll open the, oh, I've just completed it. So, release parking brake, and push back. Ignition start. And the packs have come off now. Clear of all the ground equipment, we'll start engine number 2. Engine number 2 is now starting. I'll get the VORs on actually, because we'll be going to Manchester. There's the bus transfer over, so that is engine number 2 starting. It's completed its start, so it's now available. We'll get engine number 1 going. And that is our pushback complete, so we'll set the parking brake. And we'll watch engine 1 start now. So we are in the CFM engines today, because Thomas Cook only had the CFM engines on all their actual aircraft. I think they had a couple of Avion leases that were I-80, but I wanted to fly the old livery today. So that looks like engine number 1 has started, yes. So now what we can do is, I'll just double check. Yep, so they're all started. So we'll go APU, off, APU, bleed off, taxi lights on, flaps to 1, jump down into the computer, and it's down 0.4, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll go flight controls. So full right, neutral, full left, neutral, full forward, neutral, full back, neutral, and on the rudders, full left, neutral, and full right. Neutral, all flight controls are free and correct. We will release the parking brake. And I'll add a little bit of thrust in. And we'll let it roll. So what we'll do now is I'll go takeoff config, max auto brake. We'll ding the cabin. They should phone us shortly because we are waiting for them. Lovely. Right, so that is us ready to go. We'll pop all the lights on now because we're basically at the runway anyway. Oh, nice little stutter there, and we'll turn all these on. Three, 2, and 1, 4. Get 1, 2, and 3. Right, we're going to have to backtrack. So we turn left here and go down to the turning circle at the end of the runway. You can see the runway at Leeds as well. So this is the Orbex scenery, the newest version 2. Done a lot. I know that any builds do have a scenery, but I already had the Orbex one, and then I got the upgrade fee, which was like £3 upgrading to the new one. And I'm happy with the Leeds scenery that I've got now. I do know that the Ini build one does look nice. However, all the Ini build scenery I do have massive performance issues with. The one at Dubai is okay, however the one at Stansted's okay as well, but JFK, Los Angeles and some others that I've got of Ini builds are really performance heavy. So I get good frames here, so I'm just going to leave it as is. So we'll turn round now. I'll actually just hold it there, so I just need to change a setting. I don't have any throttles at the moment because they're broken. So for the past couple of videos I've been using my keyboard. So I go sim settings, and then I just want to like that. So we'll clear the parking brake, stand up the thrust levers, turn that off actually, sorry. Manflex 56 SRS runway nav blue. $100 knots. We are all over the place. This is very windy. Typical day in Leeds. V1. Rotate. Keep it centred as we climb through. Lovely day in Leeds. Whoa, big snap there. Gear up. Look at that wind. Whoa. Where did that come from? That was really, really bad. Oh, it's no inputs on the controls. I literally took out, pulled back. I didn't want to fight it too much because it makes it usually worse. I'll just pop the autopilot in now and let it climb. And now we're into the weather. Thrust climb. Oh, lost connection. I'm sure it'll come back shortly. Give it a second. It always does this. There you go. Successfully connected. It always does it. Right. Okay. So I'm assuming. That. Thank you. We'll go straight up to 350 and accelerating now, go flaps clean. There's the flaps up. Taxi like I'll actually put pro heat on just because we're going through a bit of weather. Right, now we'll go standard. I'll actually pop some anti-ice on unless it shouts at me. No. Okay. Wing light off now. Still climbing very, very slowly here. That takeoff then, wow. That wind, I mean, it was windy, and then all of a sudden, as soon as we started to rotate, it was just dreadful. I just pulled back. I didn't add any extra rudder or aileron roll or anything. It just blew us around everywhere. I know the Fenix does have a couple of problems sometimes with it's sort of fly-by-wire misbehaving sometimes in bad weather, I find, especially during like takeoff and landing. The flare, when you try and do too much, it does sort of bug out a little bit. That was dreadful. Anyway, we're climbing quite safe now, so I've released the crew. Broad daylight, we'll just turn the lights off now. About to go overhead Manchester shortly. Right in front of us. So disarm the speed brake, or no, keep that on crank. Or on start. It's got some anti-ice on. $10,000, I'm happy to do so, but we'll release the passengers now. Oh, nice lag there. It's really weird, in the PMDG I don't get many, it's really smooth, but in the Fenix I get a lot of frame drops just randomly. So climbing now anyway, that's fine. 10,000. All the lights are off. Actually now what I'll do is we'll turn these off as well, we don't need them on. And guys, I will now leave you with some climbing cruise highlights, and I'll see you in about an hour when we are a lot closer to Girona. Hopefully the weather, actually let's check it first before I say that. Weather in Girona is very nice. So I'll see you in a nice, a lot warmer, well 12 degrees, not that warm, but it's nicer than here anyway. What's in here? 8, so it's a bit hotter. Anyway, I'll see you in an hour, guys, when we're a lot closer to Girona. Hello and welcome back. We are at 14,000 feet now, descending into Girona. Actually, the weather en route did change. It was very nice when we left Leeds, but now it's 010, 13, gusting 23, 1017, few at 500, 11 degrees. The weather has dropped quite a bit, so we've set it up in the FMC, so actually let me just change it to 1017. I was watching the weather, every time I clicked on it, it was gradually getting worse. So we're descending through, seatbelt signs are about to get the cabin lights on. We'll actually 1017. So we're now on QNH. We're dropping it down to 2,500. This is the terrain that I was on about over here, so that we do miss it on this approach, and that's why it's a really long final. But yeah, just be mindful if we do have to go around or divert. Let's have a quick look, because I know the weather in Microsoft Flight says it's gusting 23. It'll feel like it's gusting 900 knots. So that's fine. LEBL. I would like to have gone, if it's possible. So we are at Barcelona El Prat's okay. So that's not too far. But I'd probably change our alternative just because it's a very big airport and it is quite close to where the weather is. I'd probably drop it down to Reyes. What's the weather in Reyes? So it's 114 knots. So we'll go to Reyes if we have to divert, because I've got scenery for Reyes as well. So also what I'm going to do now, pull the speed back. I'm going 240. I'm going to hold that because we are dropping down shortly. I'll pop a bit of speed brake out as well. The weather down here looks really nice though now. Don't know where these winds come from, and I don't know if it is loading correctly because it does say few out of 500. And I mean, it does look very clear. So we've got cabin secure now. Speed brake is still out. Pop that in. Get through 9,000 now. Just dropping slightly below green dot, which is okay. Pop terrain radar on as well. So here's the coast, and then we've got the terrain. As we get closer, you'll see there's more terrain. As you can see, it's quite sharp here. And the runway is right smack bang there, as you can see. And of course, the terrain sort of climbs around the airport. I mean, the departure is quite interesting. It's straight out for a long time, then finally a right turn, you climb the terrain. So. Spain looking very nice at the moment. I wonder what that is down there. That's nice. Right. So drop it in a bit. And that wind, just update it again. I've got a feeling I don't believe this. Let me check on my windy app what the actual weather is and what's it actually saying. No, it's correct. Oh, it's not very nice. So that is right. We'll just have to see if it's depicted properly. So I'll update it now. Actually, on the windy app it does say gusting at 29, so I'm gonna prepare for gusting 29. The ILS hasn't quite appeared yet. Well, where's the localizer, sorry. I am actually going to drop it down. I'm going to go approach phase. I'm going to drop it down to green 120. Pop a bit of speed brake out, and I'm just going to pop some flat one out shortly when we get below our flat one speed. And well, there is our glide slope. Drop it down slightly, and flat one, speed check, flat one. Drop it down to 200 now, with speed brake. Watch the flaps come out, or the slats, sorry. And they keep it like that. And approach is armed, second autopilot is armed. and we'll pop it up to 5,000, 6,000, sorry. Is our go round. Pop the speed in now, and that wind is picking up now, so I've got a tailwind at the moment, which if it carries on that tailwind I think I'm going to swap the runways, because he did say that he did want us to do this run, but the wind has changed a lot since we did take off, so we'll continue the approach until the minimum is gained, and then if we have to go around and set up for the opposite runway, we will do so. Pop a bit more speed brake out now. We'll go full speed brake. Not happy with how that speed's coming down. Ooh, yeah. See, it's rising, so we are struggling to keep that, because it is a tailwind and that is well over our approach limit. It's 12 knots. We've got a quarter in 30 knot tailwind. I think that's a go around. Yeah. Right, so it is 010 at 13 gusting, so it's definitely a go around. Yeah. Okay, so go around Manto gap. Oh, hello. Flaps up. Yeah, I know. Yeah. What are we doing, aeroplane? I mean, what? Yeah, I know. I don't know what he was doing then. Right, so leave it to climbs. We'll keep it like that. Yeah, we're going to have to swap the runway. So that was a bit of a messy go around as well. I don't know what it was doing with the thrust. It wasn't quite. I think it's going to be using the keyboard. Oh well, we're up now. So, oh, speed brake is still out. That's probably why. What a silly sausage. So, just to go around with the speed brake out, that's clever. Right, so we're at 250. Drop it back to 240, and I'm going to execute a left-hand turn until 130. We'll get away from the terrain, and then I'm going to pop back in here. I'm going to flight plan. We're going to go rival. We're going to go on the VOR. Or no, we'll do the DB Zulu on mechanic. Insert that flight plan. So now it's going to give us a lot of different here. We'll get rid of some of that shortly. And we are going to stay at 6,000. I'm going to roll it even more to 100. I'm going to fly towards the sea a little bit. And then we'll go to flight plan, and then we'll just look at this new roll. So it's a go. Okay, top descent. We'll go direct to. Where's that going to take us? There. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So, and then if I go to plan, I'm just going to go through this, yeah, so that's better. So it was the right thing to do to execute that missed approach, because that weather was not friendly. Didn't believe it, I should have believed it. Should have just set up for the other arrival. We'll do it again. So at this point we would have done a PA to the passengers telling them what's just happened. Just move the seat out of the way for no reason. Right, okay. Lovely bit of scenery though around here. We get a bit more of a look at the Girona area. So 3,500. He wants us out shortly, and we'll start descending to that in a minute. We'll actually go open speed, or can I click the speed in? No, it doesn't want to yet. Start descending them. This is the QNH, is 1017. Okay, so we'll have to do it manually. It's not letting us pop it in. Oh well. So we'll actually pull the speed back now as well. So I will pop it into performance. We'll go into approach phase, confirm that. Pop the speed window in. And we'll bring out some speed brake again. Remember, if we do have to go around, I will have to pop that in again. And there's some nice scenery down there. And here is our approach guidance has now popped up. I'll pop this in there. Yes. So we are on the approach fix. So we're going to go down to 1,000. Well, actually, performance, and that is so we'll go 1,000. There you go. Pop flat 1 speed. So that's flat 1, and that's checked. I should pop all the lights on now already. Pop the speed brake in now. Seems to have calmed itself down. I'll update the weather again. Still the same, okay. Right, okay. Flat 2, but I'm just going to do my own manual speed, and I'm going to set it to 170. I'll leave it like that. And there's flat 2. And there's that wind kicking in again. That's why I wanted flat 2 early, because it's struggling to keep up with that. Yes, we've got slight headwind, sort of crosswind off the left hand side of the nose. It's 23 stable at the moment. It's 21 knots, sorry, stable. So just pop that ready for the go around if needed. Lovely scenery around here though. Right, okay. Okay, right, I'm going to go gear down, pop the speed window in, and just let the plane settle. Well, outside, there's the landing gear coming down. Very blustery, flat 3, sorry, speed brake armed. brake medium. Whoa, that's interesting flat fall. I mean, the weather in Leeds was bad. I couldn't think it'd get worse than Leeds. And we took off, and well, it's a lot worse here. Right, okay. Just really struggling at the moment to keep that attitude. Descending at 1,000 feet per minute. I'll leave it right until our minimums, and if we're still descending too much, I think we'll have to bin it off. We'll go to rails. So we've got 3.3, so we've got another 340 kilograms to go until I have to divert or commit to a landing. Minimums today for fuel was 3 tonne. Oh, that was wind shear. Predicted wind shear is okay. Right. I'm disconnecting. I'm gonna go back to 6,000. Flight director off. Right, and let's get it down.
1,000.
Clear that so I can see the ECAM memo. Right. So remembering we were flying the CFMs today, so got to leave it right to the last minute to cut the thrust.
Minimum.
But that was before the update. The update might change that. So, right, so we look okay. We're stable at the moment. So he's gusting. He's gusting straight down the nose. Stable at the moment.
100.
4 red, but that's wrong.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
And absolutely greased it in. I think that's the first grease I've had in the Fenix for a hell of a long time. Okay, right, it's done that thing again where it has put the thrust in, so I'll throw that away. So that was interesting. So we'll unarm them. Flaps can come in. We will start the APU, and actually what I'll do now is go sim settings, taxi off now. Well, that was an interesting arrival. So it got down okay though, so. And it wasn't that gusty on the final. It's more sort of about 5 miles out where it was. I thought after that little bit of wind shear when we went full flaps and geared down, I thought that was going to be it. If it had carried on like that down the right to final, I would have had to just bin it off. Right, now it's down the hill. So go idle thrust and we'll let it roll. Right, so we will go, everything can come off now. That can come off. Change your wind shear, these can come off. Don't have a brake fan. Turn the bleed on. And actually, this new update that did handle in the weather on flare and stuff a lot better than it has been. It did really handle that well. I thought about 5-10 miles when it was doing that yawing left and right, I thought that they haven't quite fixed it, but after this update it's a lot better to land in this sort of windy weather. So we'll turn left in a second and we'll park anywhere on this side here. Not this left, it's the next left. It's quite a drop down there actually. Terrain radar can come off as well. And there's the bus transfer over to the APU. There we go. Girona, Costa Brava. And then we'll just take this stand here. What stand's that? 2. We'll take number 2. Shut down engine 1 now. And we'll roll it in. And we'll call that a day there. Parking brake can be set. Second engine can be cut. Taxi light can come off. And we'll turn the beacon light off now. We'll jump back in here with ground service. D-board ground service. Okay, forward and aft stair doors can come on, and we are down in Girona. So let's have a look at the externals. Lovely bit of weather here. Well, it's just windy though, isn't it? But yeah, welcome down guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. It's good to be back in Microsoft Flight Simulator, especially back in the Fenix. It's a great aeroplane. It's just a couple of little things I need to get used to. Probably just more to do with my hardware, to be honest. And yeah, so I'll see you all guys in the next video. I don't know what we'll be flying. Hopefully soon the PMDG 777 or the Flight Factor 777 will be out. But in the meantime, I'll leave you guys now, and I'll see you all in the next one.